Good morning, Washington. Let me get the light up here. I almost forgot to do that. Hey. Whoa. How you doing, everybody? This is Dave. Big Dave. Big Dave! Big Dave on the 20th of July 2011. Yeah. I'll tell you, there's lots of websites out there. Lots of websites, but this is one of my favorites. I love these guys. Fishbowl DC, man, it is one of the greatest websites. That Betsy Rothstein, what? Just, I guess they pay her by the post, right? I mean, it's like, some days it seems like she's just the bottom of the barrel. Look at this. Oh, well, this is really worth reporting. Angie Goff, WUSA's Dippy Angie Goff. What does she do? Morning Traffic. She made a blog post that she doesn't like to floss. Okay. I'm telling you, this site is just so full of interesting stuff. Oh, look. And I love the way Betsy rewrites these press releasey things. They've got 4 new hires over at the Politico, including a new men's room attendant. As if anybody gives a rat's ass. It's funny when you go around to some of these blogs and just read them and you go, oh my God. Oh my God. Why? Anyhow, we got a couple cool Channel 7 memories for you today from the year 1986. Okay? A friend of mine sent me some, he sends me he'll do like a couple hours of just taping Channel 7 from 1986. And if I can find the remote here. Here we go. This is, remember Chuck Woolery and the Love Connection? Yeah, that's okay. Let's take a look at this.
When we come back, we'll meet the man that Joanne selected. Here on that date, 2 minutes. Be right back.
Check this out. First off, we have a little ad here. Anybody remember Murray?
The other day, I shopped at 4 major supermarkets. See what it cost? For that same quantity and quality, you could save as much as $63 at Murray's. Look, pure ground beef, 88 cents a pound.
Wow, look at those prices.
Vegetable oil, $3.99 a gallon. Sausage meat, 59 cents. Chicken franks, 55 cents. Margarine, 39 cents.
39 cents?
So when there's no difference in the quality, why pay higher prices?
Yeah. Okay, here's cool. Watch this. 86.
7 Extra.
Hello, I'm Renee Poussin.
And I'm Wes Sargentson. Starting September 9th, Channel 7 will begin airing a series of programs and announcements on colorectal cancer, including information on free take-home test kits that will be available at area People's Drug Store.
Colorectal cancer, if detected early, is one of the most curable. The safe, simple CR test could save your life.
Wes Sargentson, he went on to Atlanta for many years.
I came to the land of opportunity in search of a dream.
I want very much to stay in this country legally, because this is the country of great opportunities. I will try everything to find a way.
Many people might think this is the land of opportunity and wealth. Maybe it was in the 20s, but it's not now. Life here is hard. We can barely survive.
Join Paul Berry for the newcomers. Another look Saturday at 7:30.
Are you suffering from
Paul Berry. Okay, so those are a few Channel 7 memories there from an old tape that somebody sent me. They also sent me an interesting little tape of a WJLA sign-off. Remember, stations used to sign off from 1986. Watch this.
All rights in the exhibiting and reproducing of the programs broadcast by station WJLA-TV, Washington, D.C., are reserved. Programs may not be used or shown where, directly or indirectly, the exhibition is for the purpose of profit. There is a charge for admission, cover charge for entertainment, fee for mechanical operation, or any other charge with respect thereto. WJLA Incorporated is a wholly owned subsidiary of All Britain Communications Company and operates on Channel 7 by authority of the Federal Communications Commission, with studios located at 4461 Connecticut Avenue Northwest,
No longer.
Washington, D.C.
They're over in Roslyn now. And stand. You must stand. Cut the carrier. Okay, that was all. That was some Channel 7 memories from 1986, which is a long time ago. Whoa, 20-some years ago, 25 years, 25, quarter of a century ago, back when television stations actually signed off. Remember that? Whoa, big news today. Big news today, Meg Stevens. Anybody remember her? Meg Stevens is the programmer. She programs Clear Channel's country outlet WMZQ in Washington and WPOC in Baltimore. Well, she's just been named the operations manager for Clear Channel DC Baltimore. Okay, they kind of merged their operations. It's all based out of Rockville. So she's the new operations manager. She replaces Thea Mitchum. Thea eventually, a couple weeks ago, was upped to the head of the cluster. Okay, so she used to be the operations manager, and now Thea is the head of the cluster. So there. So two women. Hey, two women in charge of Clear Channel. You know, wait. You know what? In a weird way, you got to look at Clear Channel in Washington. You may or may not like their stations, but they do well. They really do well. I mean, Clear Channel has 5 FM stations in Washington: DC 101, Hot 99.5, Wash, MZQ, and Big. Okay. And 4 of those stations are almost always in the top 10. Every ratings, period. You know, Hot 99.5 is way up there, usually up at the top. So is Wash. You know, Big kind of floats in and out. DC 101 is usually somewhere in the top 10, usually toward the bottom of the top 10. And MZQ's been doing really well lately with Boxer in the mornings. And you have to say, you know, they may not run earth-shatteringly wonderful stations, but they do a solid job, and the cluster has good signals, and they have entertaining personalities, and they do well. You know, you look at some of these other clusters like CBS and Citadel and even Radio 1 to some degree. The stations are all over the place. Up and down and over and out. And then the Clear Channel performs, at least here in the Washington market. So you got to hand it to them. Ta-da! Tim Farley is now the new program director for DC-based POTUS, the political and news talk channel at SiriusXM. So there. Tomorrow, Thursday, tune in to Jerry Springer at 8 o'clock on Channel 50 or 2 o'clock on Channel 54, and you can watch Tommy Griffiths. He's the morning man at WBIG, or the classic hit station here in Washington, 100.3. He plays a guest security guard, and apparently there's a whole bunch of chicks who pull each other's hair out on the show, and he has to break up all these cat fights or whatever, so that'll be interesting. Some other interesting news here. Still trying to figure out what this all means. CBS is going to be starting up a new version of the old WHFS alternative rocker in Baltimore. They have a couple of couple of low power signals in Baltimore, including one on 97.5. And there's some talk that what's going to happen is basically take HFS, bring it up to Towson, which is where the CBS headquarters for Baltimore is for the radio operations, and make it one of their stations, and then broadcast it on one of these low-power signals, and also on the HD2 channel of one of their stations in Baltimore, maybe 106.5. They're also going to keep it available down in the Washington market. Right now, you can get HFS on 94.7's HD2, digital HD2. You need an HD radio for that. And it's programmed out of Atlanta. But apparently they're moving it up to Baltimore. You know, Baltimore has such a wonderful collection of rock radio. You know, they got 98 Rock, which is an active rock station. They got ZBA The Bay, which is a decent classic rock station with cool people like Al B.D. there. They got WTMD out of Towson, which is a cool adult alternative station. They got WRNR out of Annapolis, which is also another cool adult alternative station. And now they'll be getting a broadcast analog WHFS with some alt rock on it. There's really cool rock selections in Baltimore. The problem is you can't get them all down here in D.C. Here in D.C., we can get 98 Rock, and we can get DC 101. And you can get DC 101 in Baltimore, too, and that's a pretty good station. And we get 105.9 The Edge, which is, not a very good classic rocker. It could be, but it isn't. But that's about it. It's hard to get TMD down here in the Washington area at 89.7. There's some religious station now down in Prince William County on 89.7, which blows them away, so they're even hard to get with an antenna. And you can't get 103.1 out of Annapolis, WRNR FM down here in Northern Virginia very much, because you got 103.1 over in Frederick, Laffey Key, which is a hot adult contemporary format. So, if you want good rock and roll radio, Baltimore is the place to be. Oh my gosh, I'm at 11 minutes. Better stop. Thanks for watching Dave TV for today, and don't forget to stay tuned.